stand a chance to win a trip for two to Spain to watch Real Madrid live in action with @Nivea Man SA. Buy any Nivea Man deep product and enter *120 *607 hash to stand a chance. You can explore the sights of Madrid. You will have a training session at the Real Madrid training ground and a tour to the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. Terms and conditions apply. The competition starts from the 1st of March to the 30th of April 2023. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. Clash of the Titans. Very, very, very intriguing game of football. This time around, it was not like the first time when they were in Cairo. In fact, it was one of the first few times where you see Ahly being outclassed, outplayed. They don't deserve nothing in this game. If anything, you just wish Tupesita was wearing yellow so that at least he can be on the winning side, because he deserved something, but Ahly deserved nothing. Sundowns outplayed them, outclassed them. That was a beautiful performance.
Mr. Nkiwa ngibulise wena mfethu.
Mr. Tso.
Ngibulise Justice, ngibulise Juna, ngibulisa namakhaya. Kanti support njalo iDiskiTV. Ngizobe nje njalo ngijike futhi. Mr. Nkiwa, what a game. You know, Magui weekend is no colors, it's from 7 colors. No,
yes, sir.
27 colors, and then you get the TZ. That's what Mokoena did with that goal. That goal, it was a TZ in everything. Mr. Nkewu, well done to Kabuyelo.
Not for the first time, 5 goals.
No,
not for the first time against Ahly, 5 goals. And I think we can actually stretch history of African football.
Yes.
So Ahly, team of the century.
Yeah.
The previous century.
Yes.
Right? Now we can start from the year 2000 until 2023, 23 years.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any club that has defeated Ahly by 5 goals or scoring 5 goals against them twice.
It's only Sundowns. I think Shillong half time with Sundowns.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Actually.
Yeah, the only thing I said I don't see them scoring, but I even said I'm worried. When you know a player like Pesitao, you don't give him attention. It's going to give you a problem. And then Shillong half time, and Pesitao, that's what it did. And you know. Mr. Nkewu, I know sometimes it's coaches, it's no good. We want need support. But you forget to go to he's got speed, he's got skill, he's very smart. And that's what Tutao did. You know, Wilbambile, Wayagu Mudiba, take him on, cut inside, took a shot, goal. Beautiful goal. And you know, I would say they are lucky to have Utao in that team. Because he's the only player. Even the midfield, they need to shift. The defense, they need to shift because of him. They know him.
There's something that you spotted, so which I agreed with you. Junior has a different opinion, but I think this is what was happening. Modiba, they were playing him as like a supplementary midfielder.
Yes.
Add numbers in the midfield. Yes. What that meant was that on the left-hand side, but there's no stable left back. And you actually said this, Uguti. He's covering so much distance centrally, and then when the ball is going forward, then he has to go to the left. That by the time he saw Pesitao,
yes.
By the time he's facing one-on-one Pesitao, he's not making any effort.
Yeah.
I know, like, someone can dribble you. Sometimes it can happen that you look like a stage, like you're just standing there. But its contributing factor is the fact that you just kept on the whole game. You're going inside, outside. Inside, outside. I don't know why they couldn't just put the man on the left-hand side, which is Modiba, and then say, deal with Upesi one-on-one. And
it's easy to do that, you know. That's why I'm saying maybe it was, you know, a game plan to confuse Allende. But again, I was worried because, you know, when you leave the width, because he's a left foot back. So if he leaves the width and come inside and play no Mokoena Lapaya, then when they lose the ball, then he needs to cover that angle. It's gonna take him a hell of a work. And now facing against him, a player smart. I mean, players are very smart. They can calculate good. No, we are Lapayana. So he needs to breathe. So if I go to him, when immediately he comes to me, I go straight to him. He's not going to recover. Yeah. And that's what Tao did. He went, and if you can check the speed of Tao, he knew he's coming from midfield to the width. So if I get the ball, I act quick to him. He's not going to catch me. And that's what he did. And, you know, I think sometimes coaches, they're not perfect. They're human beings. They make mistakes. But other than that, I think he got everything spot on.
Yeah.
His team was fantastic. From the back, the passing, Umayema. Look, having Umayema and Mshishi playing that double number 10, Miss Nkeu, it's going to take a lot of teams.
Consider that this is Al Ahly.
Yeah.
Consider that of everything that has happened today.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind that this is fucking Al Ahly, and no one does that to Al Ahly.
No.
So it means that these are the tournament favorites.
Mr. Nkeu, I said Izolo ukuthi it's a quarter final, it's a game of semi-final, it's a game of final.
Yeah, the quality of the game.
Quality between these two teams, because it's always a crash between the two. And if we was preparing, we will see you. So the previous I would say the previous one, where Sundowns they lost against Allende because
it was 2-2.
So it was 2-2.
Yeah, the last one.
Meaning last season.
Sure.
Yes, they were better than Sundowns, but Sundowns, they came back to say, look, we can do it better than you guys, and they've shown, Mr. Nkeu, from that defense of Sundowns going to that midfield, Mokoena, Allende, Mayema, going to Mshishi, Shalulile. Wow, these guys, well done to Gabuyelo, and to beat team of the century. Look, it's not something that you can do overnight, Mr. Nkeu. It needs you to prepare your team for years to come and beat this team, because this team, even their players, they know when they're playing, they always have a support of the referees. When they react, the referees, they're always on their side. But this time around, even the referees, they can't say anything because, that's top-class football.
Yeah. Also, so just last word on the fans that were there. It was all yellow. Abu Makadzi, they were performing. It was just a spectacular spectacle. It's a day out for all those people in Pretoria.
Look, this is good for our football in South Africa, and I wish that all the teams, they can get people to come and watch them. And when you see a grounding, even now as a player, you get that confidence and that courage to say, look, I don't want to disappoint these people. And well done, the whole Pretoria people and everyone who supported Sundowns today.
Okay, there you go. That's Mamelodi Sundowns defeating Al Ahly. It was a thrashing, really. You know what? You don't appreciate certain moments. We've not lived in an era where Al Ahly are defeated by any club. We lived through Al Ahly beating Chiefs in the Super Cup. They beat Sundowns. I think they defeated Pirates as well.
Yes.
In the last 20 years, Al Ahly was whooping all of our teams. Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns as well. In 2000, Sundowns, 2001, I think they went to the semi-finals or the final, and they lost to Al Ahly. This is the first time in our era, in the last 5 years, really, that we are seeing a team that easily competes against Sundowns, Al Ahly, and they easily defeat them. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.